do some sports. I wanna be a muscle man. I think it's really cool. And English is my favorite subject. I'm not good at math, but I need to find a subject to study. I just wanna learn some useful and learning some useful language to connect with people. I can travel. I want to travel around the world to know some interesting people and to go some beautiful places. That's all. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much for such introduction. This is very exciting. I mean, like, because of modern technology, we all can be gathered in one live broadcast and speak with each other, just like if we were sitting on one table. So I'm very happy to see you all and to have this conversation. This is really a good opportunity to talk about Lijiang because when we were preparing for this live broadcast, we found that this place is so amazing. It has so many sides, historical side, natural side, also technical side, a lot of things we want to share with our viewers. So for now, I just want to say a few words about Lijiang. Lijiang is a perfect combination of historical sites, snow-capped mountains, lakes, and ethnic minority cultures. And it's framed worldwide for its UNESCO heritage site as well, the old town of Lijiang, which is under UNESCO heritage. So for now, I would like to ask our technical support to please turn on video number 1. So this is Lijiang. Very beautiful place. Is it familiar for you, some places which you've seen on the video? Have you visited some of this place?
Yeah, I visited Old Town
like
of Lijiang.
Okay, Heidi, please speak.
It's like an example.
I used to go some places of Lijiang. Old Town is really beautiful, and some cultures and some delicious foods. And I went to a park. There is a mountains. It looks like an elephant. So people named that mountains Elephant Mountain. In Chinese, it means Xiangshan. It's really beautiful, and there is some grief, and just like some cultures, it's some kind of culture of Lijiang's culture. It's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. So maybe somebody has to add something. I wanted to ask you, what is your favorite place? Like, have you visited in Lijiang? Something that really inspired you to see?
My favorite place, I think, is me. It's okay. My favorite place is Heilongtan. It's me. Black Dragon Park. It's really good, and the water is really clear, and some people working here, and some foreigner friends go to the park to take photos, and that's good. Okay, Amber, please.
Thank you. Yeah, of course, my favorite place is mountain area. For example, Baisha, the place where I'm living now. And I think it's the most beautiful place, the most beautiful village I've ever seen. Because, just like quiet, traditional, uh, like, uh, like, like a very, how to say, off track place under the snow mountain. Yeah, and I love this place. I think I'm gonna find my inner peace here. Mhm. Yeah, Baisha.
Okay,
That's it.
Baisha, great place. Okay, and I also want to share my opinion. After watching this video, I really realized, oh, we are living in such a beautiful place. And as you see from the video, I think Lijiang is a real pearl in China, as Amber said, because it's a combination of nature and beautiful architecture, Naxi style architecture, and also local traditions of the Naxi people. And of course, I recognized many things from the video: the beautiful parks, the Lijiang town, the Yulong Snow Mountain, which is so popular in China, and it's attracting tourists from all over China. So they're just coming to see the snow mountain, to take pictures, of course, and also to experience the Naxi dance, Naxi culture, because it's a very special, and I'm really fascinated about this culture, and I'm trying my best to learn more about them, and to learn their language, and to learn the dance, which you could also see in the video. The Naxi dance, which is usually they dance around the fire in the evenings, and it's also very popular for the tourists to join this dance, and to just dance happily and feel free. So
Have you tried?
I just sorry.
Have you tried to dance with them?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, it's very beautiful. And in fact, when you go out to the streets in Lijiang, or especially in the surrounding towns like Shuhe or Baisha, where Amber lives, so you can see the old people dancing around the fire, and also people from other provinces in China, they also join together to dance. So it really creates a sense of community. So you should all come to Lijiang to take part in this beautiful dance.
Well, this is so interesting, in China, we also saw some, like, even we lived kind of in megapolis. It was like a business city, but still there are such traditions like people dancing on the streets, especially like elderly people. But this is so amazing. They're so happy. Like they always dance, always move, and they find this time just to spend together. And the funniest thing, like even if you're a foreigner, they like inviting you to dance with them, and you sometimes like you for the first time you're frustrated, you don't know how to move, you don't know how to lead them, but then they just started like to do like this, and you easily follow them. This is very, very inspiring thing in China. Amber,
I just want to add that, one thing I want to add about the dance, because Lijiang and Yunan is very famous for minority groups, and in Lijiang you can not only experience the Naxi dance but also Tibetan dance, because there's also Tibetans living here, and it's also very, very interesting because the Tibetan dance is also very it's very, how to say, it's very uniting. So when you dance it, you feel that they have very special movements. So great place.
Yes, and what I like, so that people with all ages are dancing, gathering together. It could be young people, it could be old people. Like you feel that all we human beings are equal, and this kind of traditions is really showing this. It's very nice.
Yes. And Amber, you live like exactly in the place where all those old buildings?
Yeah, I think they are the original buildings. I mean, without any constructions, without any decorations, just wooden and original, and local people live there. Yeah, you could see the old grannies, the old Naxi grannies. They had something like scarf, or I don't know how to say in English, something this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just use these and wear their traditional clothes, walk on the street, and sometimes they smoke on the street. It's really cool. Yeah, and I would like to share one little thing. Look at the number 1 video, the ending pictures. Technology, please. The ending picture of the video 1.
Серёж, можешь, пожалуйста?
No, it's like small wooden things.
О, техническое
find
подтверждение.
it?
Можете, пожалуйста, немножко промотать видео с конца, если есть такая возможность? I understand what you're trying to say. Like there was some wooden, elements, right?
Uh-huh.
Where somebody's writing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People write their names or their wish on there, and usually you can see it in temples.
Mm-hmm.
And as a tourist, if you shake it, the more you shake. Mm-hmm.
Do you see like
Yeah.
this one, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, the more you shake, that means they're good luck. You give more good luck to them. So it's like energy exchanging. I really like this thing. It's like you can feel like the, you can feel that you are passing the energies to them. Yeah, you think you feel like you are giving your kindness. I really like this thing. Have you ever heard about that, Constantine and Happy? Have you ever heard about that small wooden things? The story of that thing?
Yeah, I saw that.
Never.
And people write some things in the wooden card. It means good luck. Good luck to parents or kids, get good grades or long life. Just like this.
Yeah. So next time, if you see them, just shake it until you are exhausted.
Do you know maybe some other interesting traditions which is exactly in this region? Like maybe some traditions, like how they, like something special which foreigners didn't know.
I'm not sure about the traditions, but you know, I'm a linguist, so my passion and interest lies in the languages. So if you want, I can speak a little bit about the Naxi local language,
Yes, sure.
which I'm trying to learn right now, by the way, and it's quite a difficult one. It's quite a difficult one because it's quite different from Chinese, from Han language, because I think it's Naxi language belongs to Tibeto-Burman language group. And what is fascinating about this language is that originally they used a special script, pictographic script, which is called the Dongba script. And you see, if you come to Lijiang and if you're attentive enough, you can see that the street signs have three languages. So they have Chinese language, they have English language, and also the Naxi language, which they write in Dongba, and which is, as I told you, which is a pictographic language, and in fact, it's the only pictographic language which is still in use these days in the world. So I think it's a very special place and very special language to learn. I think right now there are about 300,000 people who speak Naxi language. Well, it's not so many. So it's considered to be a dying language. But still, if you go outside of Lijiang, like in the villages of Baisha or other villages, you can still hear people speaking this language. And right now, people don't use the pictographic language Dongba, but it is still used for some religious ceremonies in Naxi religion. So I think that's also something which is very special about Lijiang, because you just go and you see the signs and the street names, and also actually the shop names in three different scripts. And also, if you see like something like Starbucks, you can see in English and Chinese, and also in Naxi language, which is quite unusual.
Can say something.
Sorry?
Say something in Naxi.
Sing.
Say something in Naxi language.
That's difficult.
That's the most useful words that I use here with the Naxi people, because I've been treated with so much respect here and with so much kindness. You know, I think the most useful word to learn is thank you, right? So in Naxi Hua, thank you is a jobase. Jobase. So
The best.
It's really.
jobase, yes, jobase. And I think just developing this topic, I think that's something that we can really learn from Naxi culture, because they are so welcoming, and they are so friendly to outsiders. And I've been just treated with a lot of respect and kindness. So really, really something that we can learn from them, and also practice in our life.
Thank you so much. And also, I wanted to ask you, like, this minority, does it still wear ethnic clothes, like with all those ornaments and things? Like, they still wear it, right? This is very interesting because, like, they
Yeah.
their historical background. Yes, Amber?
Yes, they still wear them. And in fact,
Yeah.
Amber is living in a place where you can just see them every day, see them on the streets, and it's fascinating.
This is cute. Okay, and also some questions. Yes, Amber, please say.
Yeah, about the clothes. Can I share a picture here directly on Zoom, or I have to give to technology first?
Yes, right now we will show a small video, and then you can send it to this chat, okay? And our technical support will put it on Zoom.
Okay.
So technical support, can you please bring the video?
Yeah.
But not the full one, little bit. So finally,
That's it.
Of AllatRa in like up, down. And there are still music. Can you turn on the sound?
We're gonna walk up really into the sound. Oh my! Yeah. Oh.
Very when I turn, yeah, it's very interesting, right?
You know, you know, this performance originally is from Baisha. They are local Baisha people.
As I know,
I mean, from my village.
oh, from your village. So have you seen like some kind of these performances before?
Yeah, I've seen it, and it's called like I forgot the name, but if there's a sunny weekend day, I think you get 99% you can see them on the street in the center of the village, and they are playing like performance.
And as I know, this is much more quieter than the Lijiang Old Town because it's not commercialized, right? Like there are not so many commercial shops and everything. It's more like technical, like saved like from the
Yeah. It's more like art.
And you can send the picture if you wanted to share a picture.
Yeah. Wait a moment. Let's see. Well,
while Amber is looking for a picture, I can one interesting thing about Naxi culture. You know, I think some time ago, I don't know, maybe some centuries ago, they practice matriarchy. So it's a matriarchat. It's another way of social organization where women played a different role from now on. And in fact, there is another tribe, a famous tribe in Yunan province, which is called the Mosono tribe. So they live close to Lugu Lake, which is maybe, I think, a few hundred kilometers away from Lijiang. And they also still practice that kind of social structure in their daily life. And I watched some documentaries about them. And I'm really interested in that, and also to discover more about this part of their culture.
Very interesting. So Amber, no?
Yeah, the host disabled attendance screen sharing. Yeah, maybe I can't share.
Victoria, we can't hear you.
Yeah, here it is, Lugu Lake, as you said, right, Konstantin?
Yes, Lugu Lake. I'm not sure. I think it's about 150 kilometers or 200 kilometers from Lijiang.
Yes, it's a beautiful.
It's a place that I want to visit someday.
Heidi, do you have your favorite place in Lijiang?
You know, my favorite place in Lijiang, maybe it's Yunan Snow Mountains. Yunan Snow Mountain.
Mhm.
You know, it's a huge, it's 5 A's. It's a beautiful scenery, you know, some snow because in Lijiang there's no winter because of the climate.
Mhm.
There's no winter, but it's raining usually. It's cold, but it's not frozen. I think because in my hometown, there's a lot of snow mountains in my hometown, just like Tianshan. It's really huge. But when I see the snow mountains, it made me to miss my homeland. Yeah, that's all.
Nice. And I think that this mountain is on our picture, like the main picture of our live broadcast, like on the background. We may see this mountain, right?
Yeah.
Because I see this part. This is amazing. Like you can experience both weather, like the warm and snow place.
So what is also beautiful is that you can see this mountain from almost from all the parts of Lijiang, which is quite unusual in China, I think, and um, it's just fascinating because sometimes we're just when we're just drawn to our own problems, or we have some difficulties. It really helps us to just look at the mountain peak and just understand that our problems doesn't mean anything. So just feel more peace inside.
Thank you for sharing such a great experience. And actually, this is nice because you all have your own experience of communicating with people, different nationalities, different like ethnical background. Oh, we may see mountains as well now. Oh, it's very beautiful. Yes, such a nice weather in nature. Yes, so what I'm saying that we all have like this experience of communication with people from like different countries, nationalities, and ethnical backgrounds, and this is amazing because we all have this opportunity to realize that we all are actually like the same, almost the same, because we have the same values with people, and no matter is China or is Ukraine or is Belarus or is America or is another country people were like everywhere are the same. They smile the same. They show their kindness in the same way. And when I saw like in this video where people were smiling and saying hi, I don't know, I feel so warm because I still remember the feeling of being in China, how people are open there, how they're welcome, how they I don't know, I even can't then describe it because it's very, very pleasant feeling to be there and we just wanted to also introduce a little bit our project, which is Creative Society. For our viewers and for you too, that Creative Society, it's an international public survey. And Creative Society is a model of society which is being built today by people themselves. The implementation of this model is possible only with participation of every person in this process. Therefore, it is necessary to find out whether everyone wants to live in a creative society and how we, like residents of planet Earth, envisage it. In order to find out the common opinion of all humankind, people from all over the world initiated an international public survey as a part of Creative Society project based on AllatRa IBM platform. So today we have amazing opportunity and we are very happy to ask you a few questions on this project because uh, we are very happy to find our Chinese friends to show people also your opinion and of people who lived in China and experienced living in China. So I would like to ask you a few, like a first question. Maybe it will be more convenient to answer one by one, or if somebody said almost the same that you feel, you can just add something. So the first question is, how do you envisage a society where you would feel happy, and where you, your loved ones, and everyone in the world would live happy? This is the question. So who would like to answer?
So maybe I can start. So the question was how do we see the society where we can all feel happy and just live happily together? There are so many. I think there are so many aspects of creative society that we can speak about. But I think just to connect the answer to our topic today, I think one of the basic things that we need to learn or we need to do in a creative society is to create more understanding between people and more understanding between different cultures. And that is something that I'm really learned here in Lijiang, is a place where the local Naxi culture and the Chinese culture and also some foreign cultures, they meet together, and you can just feel the harmony and the peaceful relationship here, just being in this place. So I think if we just try to understand each other more, to learn more about different cultures, we can just see that there is not much division between us. So we're all human, as you said, and we can really do every day. We can do something to create a better world. So in my opinion, the basis is the understanding between people and between cultures, because nowadays so many conflicts and so many misunderstandings are just coming out of the cultural differences and misunderstandings. So I think if we learn more about each other, it will help us a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, and so my opinion is always to give, but without expectation that you're gonna receive back. That's the one. And another one is always to accept whatever people, how people do, whatever they did. Just accept. I think this is a real love because you don't, you will not feel angry or some other bad emotions if people around you they do something that you don't like. Just accept, yeah, and keep your your inner peace and freestyle. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And happy.
Okay, I think the society which I lived is fire. Because in old time of China, there are some people who are poor. They have no right to study and do what they want to do. But now it's okay. Every person, whatever you, wherever you're from, whatever your parents do, it's okay. You can join Chinese Scout to change your life, change your family's life. I think it's okay. It's on fire. It's fire. I think it's really good because in old time of China, some people don't have the right. Okay.
Yes, and one more question. So, if you imagine, yes, society, just society of your dreams, you can imagine it. You can like envisage what you want. How do you want to live in creative society? What creative society for you? So, in this case, I would like to ask. How do you envisage healthcare and education in society where everyone is happy, and how these spheres should function?
So
Education.
to speak about
And healthcare.
yes, healthcare and education is these spheres are so important. Yes, because now we all in one way or another are just experiencing these fears. So just to start about healthcare, I think it's maybe it's just a basic thing, but I think it should be free for everyone in the creative society. And of course, it's much better than people if people just go as little as possible to the hospitals. So people lead a healthy lifestyle and just take care of their mind and body, so that they don't need to go too much to the hospitals. And if to speak about education, I think it's very broad and it's a very broad topic. But just to speak, just to say in a nutshell, I think right now, if we look at the education in the whole world, not just if we don't focus on one country, especially because the systems are a little bit different in each country. But I think generally right now is education is just generally just a big business in the world. So I think education should also be accessible for everyone, and also in the education system, maybe there should be more focus on the students, and the more attention should be paid to not only just giving information to the students, but just enabling them and telling them that they can just shape our society and take an active part, so that we can educate the active citizens, but not just the people who perform just simple tasks. Okay, that's my view.
Thank you. Amber?
Yeah, education. I think education. I think there should be more choices. Like you can learn many different things. Not always like London is the capital city of the Britain. Yeah, I'm kidding. Okay. In my opinion, at the beginning of the education, let the children try many things. Maybe some children like playing music, like playing instrumentals. Maybe some children like playing footballs. Then let them try freestyle. Maybe eventually they will find what they are. What I mean, what is their favorite things in their life. So just taste it, teach them how to do these favorite things. And maybe some people become doctor, some people become teacher. I mean, just to set off their humanities and their gifts. Yeah. Maybe my words is a little bit massive, but can you get my point?
Yeah,
Okay.
We got your point. It's really nice. Thank you. And also about healthcare. How do you envisage healthcare in a society where everyone is happy? So how do you envisage it?
To give them what they need. Mm-hmm. It's happy. Sorry.
It's okay. I used
Yeah,
to watch
happy,
the
please.
movies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I used to watch the movie from China during the lockdown. It's me. I'm not medicine god in Chinese. 我不是药神. I think healthcare is really important. The main thing is your safety. You can live a while, but health is the first important. I just want to say our country needs to be more stronger, can support us to be safe, and how to say that? Just like we need to exercise more and don't stay up late, and we just need to cure our health problem, and because it's really important. And the second, education, I agree with Amber, because in China, education is really important. Chinese Gaokao college entrance examination is really important. But Chinese parents don't know what their kids really want. Just like I like play basketball, but my parents don't want me play basketball. They think it is spend a lot of time. I can't get good grades. But I think it's not. If we can get what we want to do, we can pay our attention, try our best to get what we want. What we want. It's also great. But I think this prejudice need to be changed. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. And actually, maybe just a few words. I would like to also to say my point of view about education and healthcare. I understand that today, like in my creative society, in society of my dreams, I think it should be like totally free, because sometimes you can spend few years and spend a lot of money, and have lots of like credits. You should spend a lot of money for your education, but eventually you can understand that maybe you want to try something else. So people in my creative society shouldn't feel afraid to change something, to try something new, to let you live your life, to let yourself try anything you want. And in my creative society, I think it should be like free uh, in all understandings. So we are moving to the third question to you guys. What social assistance and work conditions should look like in order for people to grow, fully show their abilities, best qualities, and potential?
Yes, we would like to little bit open up this question. It means that if you imagine a society, like imagine society where everybody is happy, the society in which you would be happy to live in, right? So how you see in this kind of society, how your work conditions, like your job conditions would look like the structure of it. Just describe it like like how you imagine. Okay.
And time also.
Mhm.
Okay, if we speak about time, I think it's very simple. I think right now people around the world they are working too much. They're doing some tasks that can be done in just using the technology, because right now we have a lot of technology that can use to do some tasks that the people are using. So of course, I think the working hours should be reduced much more, so that people have more time, they have more energy to, for example, discover their passions, discover their hobbies, or just to connect with other people, to spend more time with their family. And if to speak about the working conditions in general, I think, of course, the relationships should be changed that are in the working conditions, because sometimes right now people have to play a role of just being a boss or being an employee. So it's really not equal. So I think in creative society we should feel more free, not only when we come home, but also when we are at our workplace. We can just be honest with everyone and just speak equally to our boss or to someone else.
Okay, so my explanation, like how, what, and why. What people do. What people do, like my last answer, they should do what they really like. Yeah, and how. The first, I agree with Constantine. We should really reduce our working hours. Yeah, and the second is where we work. I think we should try more social, like remote job or some freelance. Just without limitation, you can work everywhere. You can work whenever you want. Yeah, and why? I think why people need work in this society. Almost of the reason is to make money, for salaries. But in creative society, people work really for passion. Yeah, from their heart. Okay. Yeah, happy.
Good, thanks.
I think we just need to want to live in the society what is free. The free is mean we can do what we want to do, but we don't broke the laws. We can just if I don't like math, I don't need to learn math, but it's okay. I can learn English while it also great. Mm, it can take me a lot, but I'm not good at math. You know, I just it's hard for me to study math. But I wonder the next study people can get the free whatever they want to do. But the process they need to follow the rules. Under this piece, we can do what we want to do. It's really good for you, our parents, for everyone. It's really good. That's all. Thank you.
Mhm. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And also the next question is, I just wanted to add a few things just like from my experience. We are like just recently started to do such kind of live broadcasts on our AllatRa TV channel, China, AllatRa TV. And this was a huge step for us, like for us, for a team, because like no one from our team is really know Chinese well, you know, Chinese language, I mean. And we had so many doubts, like how can we do it? How can we speak? How can we ask? Like will they understand our questions? Will they understand our like goals, our project? But since we started and we do it just like for simple, okay, let's do it. Let's figure it out. And since this project started in the AllatRa TV China channel, I found so many new things. I mean, I see that all people, no matter Chinese people or from another country, all people are striving to live in a world where everybody is happy. I mean, the world where you're free, where everybody's free, where the main thing is your feelings. Like, you don't need to worry about your tomorrow. You don't need to worry about your yesterday. You just live fulfill of happiness inside of you. And this is such a great opportunity for me just to hear such great answers of people from all over the world. That makes me so warm inside because I'm very, very happy to have this opportunity to communicate with people from all over the world. And this is all I started experience because of AllatRa movement. And what inspired me is examples of people, how they act in spite of anything. They like we are all volunteers and we do this just because it's pleasure for us to do this. And therefore, I would just like to ask you one more question. How do you think how important is to find out how people envisage a creative society, whether they want to live in such society, and in general, how important it is to raise such questions in conversations with other people, like the conversations like we had today. How do you think how it's important to have such conversation? Hello.
I think we have some technical issues with Constantine. Maybe Amber can start.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't hear clearly. Yeah, the question.
I will repeat. I mean, today we had an amazing conversation where we can share our opinion about creative society, about society where everybody's good. And for myself, I think it's extremely important for raising such question because it makes us closer to each other. It makes ourselves happier because we see that we are the same. So my question is, how do you think how important it is nowadays to raise such questions in conversation with other people?
Mm, uh, Honestly speaking, I think most of the people they don't think that this kind of issues, our normal society, creative society, they just like zombies. Yeah, without any thinking, live in this country. I think if we do more this kind of communications, maybe somehow their real humanities will be set off. I mean, the kindness, the real kindness, not the fake things, official things. So we so-called polite things. They could do. They could be a real human, a real creature in this planet, and we all can have every nothing special day in this planet. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Maybe.
I'm sorry, can you talk the uh, how do you think what because just now it's a little noisy. I'm not clearly.
Okay, so maybe I can repeat. So the question was how important is to raise topics and to discuss the questions that we are discussing now. I think the answer is very simple. It's very important, and especially these days. And I really agree with Amber. She says that mm, from the first moment you might think, oh, what is these questions and what is this creative society? Who needs to hear this? But when you just slow down, you try to really think about this. You understand that actually all people need this information to get this information and to discuss these questions because these are the basic questions of our existence. And of course, the current structure of our society is just designed for us to work and not to think about these topics. But still, I think, like Amber said, if the people who have some ideas and who really feel that it's very important to discuss this, we really should get in touch with each other and form connections, which we are doing, by the way, right now. So in this beautiful project, and we already see that there are results from our actions. Maybe there will be some person who will see us today and they will decide to speak to us next time and to share their opinion because it's very important for us to know the opinions of many people, of all the people, and if they want this society or not. So using the modern technologies nowadays, we really can do it, and we can connect with a lot of people.
Hi, Bishu.
Hi.
Could you repeat the question?
Sorry, I don't know how to answer the question. I'm sorry.
I will repeat once again, and if you have anything to add, you can add. Once again, how do you think? Is it important today to talk on such a topic as we talk today about creative society, about how all people envisage this society as one human? I mean, is it important to talk on these topics? How do you think? Can you share your vision?
I think it's really important because we need to express our thinkings to somebody, even the government. If we do that, that problems can be solved. If we don't speak, it will be lost forever. So I think it's really important, just like this. Thank you.
Victoria, maybe you have more questions.
So the last question, and it's very inspiring question. How do you think if this idea of creative society is close to you, and in your opinion, what is necessary to do in order to inform as many people as possible? How do you think?
What? Many people.
What,
Once again,
how you, yeah,
yeah, how if you like the idea of creative society, how do you think, in your opinion, what is necessary to do in order to inform as many people as possible that we can create this society, that we can discuss how it could be? How do you think necessary to do?
Think it's not in form. It's you just can feel it if the people who has the same who hold the same views as yours, just like a English saying, a bird with same feather brought together. Right? How to say that? You understand? No, magnet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think just no need to inform. Just you will appeal people who have the same view as yours. Yeah, and you together live in the creative society happily and free.
Right. Thanks.
Yeah, Amber,
Yeah.
yes, Amber, I agree with you, but one thing, if you just feel it, yes, you will attract people. But I think nowadays we have modern technology, and we have the tools that can help us to connect with the like-minded people. Just what we're doing right now, and of course that's we really should use the modern technology and put it to our service, and to connect with people, and just to use the channels that are available to us, be it social network, or just if you have your own blog, or just you can speak with your neighbor and raise these questions, so you can just use all the methods that are available to you. And I think right now it's especially important to raise these topics, because right now the world is we are facing difficult times, and I think now it's really good time to unite and to discuss these topics.
Maybe.
Okay, I think the thing we just want to do is to travel around the world, because I used to listen to two settings. you just want to get travel, if you want to say, go, let's go, and get a love. Let's me. We can travel around the world. And today I'm in Canada, or tomorrow in Paris. That's me. The freedom, because life is too short. I just wanna to travel around the world and then do something meaningful things, and that's all.
So actually, the project 6 Degrees of Connection, it allows people to travel all over the world and to see different nature, different landscapes, different cultures, different people, different traditions, and to see so what unites all people around the world, to see that we one family. And this project is open for everyone, so you guys also can join. You also could be the host. If you like the idea, you could be the host in the next broadcast. You can invite your friends, so to ask them these questions. How do they envisage society? How do they want to live? I think it's the most important things. It's little steps that we can do, and this is the little steps that can really change the whole world, because we are all connected through 6 handshakes. It's just so small steps to each other. It's a little bridge that we can build to each other. So thank you everyone for this nice broadcast. It was very warm dialogue between you guys, and you may think, who would you like to invite on our next broadcast? And thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your participation, and we really happy to see you and your friends in next. Thank you for our viewers as well. If you have any questions, you can always leave them in comments below the video. So thank you so much. See you.
See you guys.
See you.